WrestleMania week here on the Squared Circle Radio YouTube channel. Welcome into today's episode where we are fantasy booking the ultimate WrestleMania card. That's right. Everything is in play. We are excited to be here. Fantasy booking is one of our favorite things about the world of wrestling. Who's we? My name is Chris Belcher. I'm your phenomenal host. That's the young buck, Andy York. And Andy, we love fantasy booking. I am so excited to put this episode together. We are putting together the ultimate WrestleMania card, and we have to agree on it.
Yeah, that's the fun part is I have what I would like in mind. You have what you would like in mind. And if you haven't listened to our fantasy booking show that we've done in the past, me and Chris have very different styles of wrestling that we like.
We do.
Like, we like good wrestling. We have like when great wrestling happens, no matter what it is, we like it.
Yep.
But there's some other things that we don't like and we do like. So it's going to be very interesting to build this card.
It is going to be a whole lot of fun. Before we explain to you exactly what's going to happen, I want to remind you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We have dropped videos all week long pertaining to WrestleMania. We've got plenty more to come. It is a loaded week. So subscribe to the channel, turn on that notifications bell so that you know each and every time we drop new content. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps the algorithm. And, of course, drop your comments below about the matches that we put together. What matches would you put together? We will respond to each and every one of them, so make sure that you drop those comments. We would appreciate that so much. Okay, Andy, let's tell them what we're doing here. So we are fantasy booking the ultimate WrestleMania card. And if you have watched the Ultimate show on the WWE Network and or Peacock, then you'll be familiar with what we're doing here. So we are going to draft a pool of wrestlers. And once we draft that pool of wrestlers, then Andy and I will book matches based on either two people on my roster, two people on his roster, one on each. Multi-man matches are allowed. Stipulations are allowed. So everything is in play. It's going to be a 5-match WrestleMania card. We are going to draft 10 guys each. Then we're going to draft a total of 5 women and a total of 5 tag teams. Andy will get the advantage in the tag teams. I'll get the advantage in the women category. So a total of 15 spots each is what we'll have to work with in a 5-match card. Some people are going to get left out. Andy, there will be some deserving talent that is going to get left out. That's just the way that it goes. Not everybody gets on the WrestleMania card. So now that I've laid that out, Andy, what's your confidence meter like? What's your level of nerves like? You and I have done drafts before. Like, what's your mindset here?
I feel a lot more comfortable in this setting because I don't have to do like 6 months worth of booking with these people.
That's fair.
I just have to do the one moment. But when this idea was pitched, when we talked about doing this idea, there were already some ideas of like, if my ultimate WrestleMania match was happening, like these are the matches that came to mind right away. So it's going to be really interesting to see if we agree on some of them, if we don't agree on any of them, and this just becomes an all-out war, or, whatever happens.
I will be excited to see how we put this card together. All right. I don't have a coin to flip. I was not prepared.
I have one on my phone.
You have
like an app.
You have an app to flip. Oh, listen, there's an app for everything these days, right?
There is.
So as Andy is scrolling to find his app, again, just a reminder, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. Check out our other content. We'll try to plug some of the content, drop some things in the top of the video, top corner there. We'll drop some links for stuff. Just make sure to check out stuff. All right, you got a coin? Let's go.
I do. All right. Are you going to call it?
I'll call it.
All right. It's flipping.
Tails. It is heads. Andy is going to pick first. So we'll go back and forth. No snake. No anything like that. Just one, 1, all the way till we get to 20. We'll do the guys first. Andy, you pick.
So I'm going to pick what I think is the greatest WrestleMania main eventer of all time. Not what I think is Mr. WrestleMania, but the greatest WrestleMania main eventer of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, that's a fun pick. I like that. Well, listen, You can probably already guess who my first pick is.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I didn't go. That's
Mr. WrestleMania, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels is my first pick.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if he has to be on the card, but he has to be in this discussion. I'll put The Undertaker on my list.
Okay. I'm going to pick a guy that I really, in coming into this draft, didn't think I was going to pick. But you know what? I'm going to have to take him. I'm going with Hulk Hogan.
Well, since you went with your guy, I'm going to go with my guy. I'm going to take CM Punk.
All right. Since you went modern, I'm going to go modern with the WWE champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I'll go with his WrestleMania opponent for this year. I'll take John Cena.
All right. Let's stay modern and let's go with this era's longest reigning world champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
I'm going to go with... Yeah, I'm going to go with AJ Styles.
Oh. All right. I'm going to go a little further back. He hasn't been in WWE for a couple of years, but he also had an undefeated streak at WrestleMania at one time. The Rated R Superstar. I'm going Edge.
Let's see here. 5 more guys, right?
5 more. We've each picked 5.
You know what? You said you wanted a wild card.
Yeah, give me a wild card.
Take a wild card. Dominic Mysterio.
Wow, that is a wild card. Holy cow. Whew, okay. That is a wild card that I did not expect. All right, let me go in my Wayback Machine here. Well, not Wayback Machine, just a few years. Give me Bret the Hitman Hart. You could argue my wild card was Hulk Hogan because I didn't plan on that one at all.
Trying to think. I will go with... I think he has to be in the discussion. I'm going to go with Macho Man.
Ooh, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yep. That is definitely, yeah, he belongs for sure. All right, I'm going to go Seth Rollins.
So there's going to be some negotiating at some point, probably.
Of course there will be, yes, yep.
Because I'm going to take, for reasons I'm sure you'll understand as soon as I say the name, John Moxley / Dean Ambrose.
Okay. Oh, I know where you're going with that. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right. Give me the headliner of the 2025 Hall of Fame class, the Game, Triple H.
Then I will take a fun name, an old school name. I will take Roddy Piper.
Oh, I love that. I love Roddy Piper. All right, I'm going to go old school as well. This guy's not currently in WWE, but he did have a WrestleMania match. I'm going with the Stinger.
Then my final guy that I will take, one of the better... Oh, actually, I don't know.
We got one more guy pick left.
I'm looking. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'll go with my original plan, but if you don't pick somebody else, I'm going to be a little upset with myself. I'm going to go with Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, I'm not going to pick who you think I am, so you're going to be upset with yourself. Because my last pick is a wild card pick. Give me Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I'm upset with myself. I cannot believe I completely left out Daniel Bryan.
Oh, Daniel Bryan. That's fun. All right. So what I failed to mention, and I can't believe I failed to mention this in our rules, is everyone that is being drafted in this draft has to have had a WrestleMania match in their career. So that's the pool that we are picking from. So Sting technically had a WrestleMania match. All of these guys that we picked have had WrestleMania matches so far. So those are the guys. Let's go with the girls. So that's going to give me the advantage. I will have 3 girls on my roster. Andy will have 2. So we're only picking 5. So I'm going to take first pick. I'm going to go with who I think is one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time, Trish Stratus.
I'll go with Becky Lynch. I think she has to be on this discussion.
Okay. I'm going to give you a wild card just because it's necessary. Ronda Rousey. Because I have a match idea. One of your picks prompted me to make that pick.
Okay. We talked about Mr. WrestleMania. I'm going to go with who I think is Miss WrestleMania. I'm going to go with Bianca Belair.
Ooh, all right. And then my final pick, the final woman drafted, Alexa Bliss. You knew I wouldn't let a draft go by like without that. Come on.
Not at all.
All right, so now we move on to the tag teams. Andy will have the lead on this one. He'll pick 3 and I'll pick 2. Andy, who you got?
I'm going to go with the New Day.
All right. I will take one of their best rivals of all time. Give me Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Then I'll take the Hardy Boys.
All right. Andy, can I bend the rules for a minute?
Sure.
With this pick?
Sure.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Because technically this tag team did not have a WrestleMania match as a tag team, but they have as individuals.
That's fine. That counts. They wrestled at WrestleMania. It counts.
Give me Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the Outsiders.
Well, then, because I think we might have an idea of what we're brewing here. I will take the Dudley Boys.
Uh-oh. They were on my list. Don't worry. All right. So let's run through our roster. Andy, you run through yours first. Go all the way 1 through 15.
Okay. So I have Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, CM Punk, John Cena, AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio, Randy Savage, John Moxley / Dean Ambrose, whichever one, Roddy Piper, Eddie Guerrero, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudley Boys.
All right. And my roster is Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Edge, Bret Hart, Seth Rollins, Triple H, Sting, Pat McAfee, Trish Stratus, Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss, the Usos, and the Outsiders. Now comes
I left Daniel Bryan off this list. I'm so mad at myself.
Now comes the fun part, Andy. We got to book 5 matches.
Yeah.
And these 5 matches, we have to have a women's match of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have a tag team match of sorts. And then 3 other matches to our discretion. Could be guys, could be girls, whatever we feel is worthy, but we're required to have a tag match and a match involving women. So, the way this will work, let's just start pitching stuff. And we can decide that, let me preface this by saying, before I go on any further, Andy and I each have a lock that the other person doesn't know about. So one person in the 15 is a lock, and they are required to be on the WrestleMania card. So we can't veto it. So again, I said we have to agree on this. There's one that we do not have to agree on. So
Yeah.
that being said, start throwing some stuff out, Andy. What do you think?
So my original idea when this all came together was, I think it's a match that's been talked about a lot, but I think it has to still be up for discussion on our Ultimate WrestleMania match. And that is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk.
Ooh.
However, I'm going to throw in a little bit of a different style.
Okay.
Because I think it would be really interesting if we did Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk with Roddy Piper as the special guest referee.
Okay.
Or have him involved in the match some
Somehow.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get down with that. I know one direction that you're trying to go, but I'm going to throw one of those guys in a possible scenario right here so that we can talk about it. What if we did a mixed tag team match? And we did the ultimate mixed tag team that everybody wanted to see. Roddy Piper and Ronda Rousey teaming up against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Because we finally get our Becky versus Ronda in some way, shape, or form. You put Seth, her husband, in there. You put Roddy Piper in there. I'm just saying.
I like it. I can get behind it.
Okay.
I say we table both of those.
Okay, let's table them because I know exactly what you're thinking. You cannot have an Ultimate WrestleMania Dream Card without having the match that should have happened at WrestleMania 32 that we never saw happen, and that is the implosion of the Shield, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Right?
That was part of it.
Okay.
Was either doing the Shield triple threat or putting the Shield back together.
Oh. I've got it. The Shield versus the NWO. The Outsiders and Hulk Hogan against the Shield.
I like that.
Are we confident enough that we are putting that as the first match, not the headliner, not the opener, but just on the card of our Ultimate WrestleMania Dream Card?
I mean, I'm looking over to see if there's anything else that would be as good. I mean, I thought like maybe Hollywood Hogan versus the new version of John Cena.
Okay.
Like the dark side looking at each other.
Okay.
I still like the Shield versus the NWO better.
Okay. I think we're locking
good with it.
We're locking in the Shield versus the NWO in a 6-man tag match. Let's just forget tornado tag, no rules, no nothing.
Yeah.
So it is the NWO. So it's Hollywood Hogan, it's Kevin Nash, it's Scott Hall against, are we talking 2013 Shield, 2014 Shield, or are we talking 2019 Shield?
I would not say 2019 Shield.
Okay.
I would say the Shield, like the Shield just before they broke up.
Okay, so
when they battled
Evolution.
When they battled Evolution.
Okay. All right. So 2014 Shield versus the NWO, WCW version of the NWO. Okay. So that's one match. I am going to throw out a match. You haven't thrown out a lock yet. I'm going to throw out a lock.
That's fine.
And again, I'm not saying this has to be the match, but there is a lock.
Yep.
And to me, this match should have the World Heavyweight Championship on it. this should be the headlining match of our Ultimate Dream WrestleMania card. The lock is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Mr. WrestleMania has to be on the card. He's a lock.
Yep.
And my opponent, the phenomenal AJ Styles. One-on-one, Prime versus Prime. Give me 2003 Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles. That's my main event.
I mean, you're going to have a hard time getting me to go against it.
As you look up and down these rosters, I'm not even going to say who would you put against Shawn Michaels. Who better to put up against Shawn Michaels than AJ Styles on these rosters?
I thought, like, because I don't, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like Shawn and Edge is very interesting as well.
Yes, it's very interesting. Yes.
Shawn and Sting, like if we did,
that's my other one.
like that's another one that is very intriguing to look at.
What if we just make all my dreams come true right now? And the headlining match.
Mark's double duty?
No. The headlining match for all the marbles is Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, and Sting in a triple threat match. The only issue is obviously we're taking away the Dream Undertaker versus Sting match.
Right. Which I'm kind of okay with.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that match.
Okay.
I think it would be very interesting if we did bump it to a fatal 4-way and threw Edge in there as well.
Okay.
Especially if we're talking about like, what is it, like 2006 Edge, 2007 Edge, like Ultimate Opportunist Edge.
Yes.
Put him in there.
John Cena feud Edge.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm good with that.
We don't have to say that that's our main event yet, but I'm having a hard time thinking there's going to be a match that's bigger than that one. But on our WrestleMania card, second match confirmed, Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, Sting, and Edge in a fatal 4-way match. Oh, buddy. I mean, just give me the tickets now. Come on.
Yeah. Now, I did bring up my lock.
Okay.
And Punk. Punk is my lock. I think Punk is on the card.
Okay.
However, I'm going to throw out another match that I think we can talk about because I think it's very intriguing. And we only have two basically like matches that we can book this in. Like two spots left. It'd be very interesting if we did a Dominic Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what you could do. We drafted a whole slew of tag teams.
We did.
You could team Eddie and Dom up.
Yeah.
With a whole slew of tag teams.
I mean, are we going, let's just to get this out of the way. Are we going with TLC?
Well, here's the thing. Technically, we have a tag match in a 6-man tag. Technically.
Right. Technically, we
do.
But it's hard to look at the New Day, Usos, Hardy Boys, and the Dudley Boys, and potentially Dominic and Eddie, and not have a TLC match with those 5.
I mean, I think it's there. I think you have to have it. Whether you include Dom and Eddie or not, I think the New Day, Hardys, Dudleys, and Usos, it's like. So, do we settle on 4? Do we add the 5th?
I think having Dom and Eddie together is very interesting.
Okay.
And I think it should be on here.
Okay. So we're adding it So a fatal 5-way TLC for whatever tag team championship you want. Doesn't matter. The New Day, the Usos, the Hardys, the Dudleys, and the father-son team of Dominic Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. All right, let's revisit your lock. CM Punk. Who is CM Punk in a match with? Because I've got a couple as I'm looking up and down these rosters.
I've got a couple others too outside of Austin, but go ahead.
Okay.
I want to hear yours first.
Austin, I think, is one of the more intriguing ones. But you know the one that didn't happen at WrestleMania 30? Triple H.
Yeah.
There's one. And the other one, how about Punk versus his hero, Bret the Hitman Hart?
That's the other one. I was looking at Punk Austin, Punk Bret, and the other one that's really intriguing to me is Punk and Macho Man.
Yes. Yep. Now, I will say this. As much as I like all of those, we don't have a singles match on this show yet.
Yeah.
So I think Punk Austin is the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we doing Piper as special guest or just doing Punk Austin?
Let's throw Piper in as special guest. That way we can get him on there. You know, as bad as I hate it, we did not get a match that I really wanted to do on this show because you threw me a bone and wanted to add Sting into this crazy fatal 4-way. I really wanted to do Sting versus Cody Rhodes on this card.
Yeah. I was thinking about Sting versus Cena too. I think it's very...
But
we can take him out of the fatal 4-way, make it a triple threat.
The problem is we do not have a women's match on this card yet.
That's true. I forgot
we
about
have to have a women's match on this card. So having said that, I'm going to pitch the ultimate dream match for me.
Okay.
And you know where I'm going with this. 1-on-1. Trish Stratus versus Alexa Bliss. We didn't see it at Evolution like we were supposed to.
Yeah.
It's a generation versus generation match. I don't care what anybody says. 2 of the best.
Yeah.
Nobody dominated 2016 to 2019 like Alexa Bliss.
That is very true.
And nobody dominated 01 to 06 like Trish Stratus. Having said that,
we've seen Becky Trish already.
Yep.
And I don't really have interest in seeing Ronda versus any of these other 4.
Right.
I think it's either got to be Trish and Alexa or Trish and Bianca.
Oh, Trish and Bianca is interesting. Okay. Do we revisit this mixed tag situation? I know we've already eliminated Piper.
And Seth.
What if we did? I know this takes one of mine off the table, but I'm okay with that. What if we did Cody Rhodes and Becky Lynch against Cody Rhodes and Becky Lynch against a heel Alexa Bliss and a heel Macho Man Randy Savage?
Now we're talking.
It's all about making matches here. Or you could say a heel. You could do this. Oh, she's not really American. Never mind. That doesn't make any sense. I was going to say USA versus Canada, and you could have Bret Hart and Trish Stratus against Cody Rhodes and Becky Lynch, but she's not American, so that doesn't make any sense.
Bianca is. And Alexa is.
But Alexa's got to be a heel in this situation. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot put
I was
Alexa.
also thinking, because it's a good way to get this match as well. If you do Cody and Becky or Cody and Trish versus a heel Alexa Bliss and heel Triple H.
Oh, that's even better. Yep. So Cody and Trish versus H and Alexa. I'm here for it. Let's do it. Okay. So let's read our ultimate WrestleMania dream card. It is set in stone in no particular order. We'll get to that in a minute. We have the Shield reuniting Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose versus Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall, the NWO, in a TLC match for all the tag team marbles. The New Day, the Usos, the Hardys, the Dudleys, Dominic Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero. A mixed tag team match of all proportions. Cody Rhodes and Trish Stratus teaming up against Triple H and Alexa Bliss. You have CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin with Roddy Piper as a special referee. And then you have Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles, Sting, and Edge in a fatal 4-way match. Andy, I'm buying tickets for this show. But
me too.
But my question is, what's the headliner? Who gets the main event spot? Look at all of this star power in this card. Who's on top?
I think it has to be one of three matches. I think we can eliminate the 5-way being a headliner.
Okay.
And the mixed tag being the headliner.
Okay.
Austin Punk is intriguing. Obviously, the 4-way is intriguing.
Yep.
But that 6-man tag is very interesting if it closes the show. Plus, it's Hogan, brother. You know he's not going to work unless he's the main event.
See, I would argue that the 6-man should open the show.
It either has to close or open.
I think the 6-man opens the show.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that. And then
I think the 4-way should main event.
I think so too. Like I have a hard time not putting Steve Austin in the main event.
Yeah.
But that fatal 4-way just has so much star power. Like it has to main event. Okay. Now we got to pick winners. So let's go down the list. The Shield versus the NWO. Who wins?
I would lean probably towards the Shield.
Okay.
Because I think there's a scenario where they either single out Hogan or they just make Hogan like back off.
Right.
Like that's that heel Hogan where he can just like, all right, listen, I'm not doing this, you boys, whatever.
Yep.
And have the Shield win. That's where I kind of lean.
I lean Shield as well. I think if you're opening up WrestleMania, that's the feel-good win. I think the Shield, I mean, this 6-man, no rules tornado tag just fits them a lot better. Obviously, the NWO will get theirs, but I think in the end, the Shield would win that one. Now, the 5-way TLC match for all the tag team gold. I am going to lean, I either lean, Usos or Hardys.
See, I'm leaning Dominic and Eddie.
Really?
If you start the show off with the Shield win, you gotta get that heel win in there somewhere.
That's true.
I mean, listen, can you imagine the stereo from the top of the ladder frog splash that both these guys would hit?
Buddy. Man.
Who'd you say? You said either the Hardys or the Dudleys, right?
I said Hardy Dudleys is nice too. I said Usos.
Oh, Usos. I would say it's either Eddie and Dom or the Hardy Boys.
We just got a babyface win. Let's go Dom and Eddie. Let's go Dom and Eddie in this one. Cody Rhodes and Trish Stratus against Triple H and Alexa Bliss.
Flip a coin.
No kidding. You know what? Since he's the Hall of Famer, I'm going to go Triple H wins this one.
Sure. We'll give it to Triple H. I
think Triple H gets the pedigree victory over Cody Rhodes. Get some redemption.
I was saying if we're going for the heel heat from old school Triple H, he pedigrees Trish and picks up the win.
Yeah, for making Stephanie get mad at him for walking into the locker room and all that. Yes, let's just pedigree her in the middle of the ring too. All right. CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roddy Piper is a special guest referee.
So now in my mind, how I'm envisioning this is it's like Prime Austin.
Of course.
Versus straight edge Punk.
Yep.
And I don't know if I went like old school Roddy or which WrestleMania was it when him and Austin were in the ring together?
That was like 21.
Oh, was it that late?
No, 19. No, they weren't in the ring together. That was 21. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it was that late.
Maybe 20. I'm fairly certain.
When they slapped each other across the face?
20 was when Austin was the special referee for Goldberg Lesnar. So, yeah, it was 21.
Wow. So probably then just like Prime Piper.
Yeah, I think like WrestleMania 8 Piper.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I would love for Punk to win this. But I cannot see a scenario where Austin doesn't stun both of them and just have a beer bash at the end.
I think it's post-match. I think it'd have post-match.
Okay.
But I also agree. I think how the way it could go is Punk and Roddy are just in each other's face the whole time.
Yep.
And then Punk turns around at some point, eats a final stutter. 1, 2, 3, we go home. I go with Austin.
Okay. I'm going to lean Austin as well. So we got 2 babyface wins, 2 heel wins. The only real heel in this main event is Edge. I don't know that I would lean towards Edge in this. You know
one of the heel styles.
Or you could get a heel, AJ. That's true. Gosh, you know where I'm leaning here. I can't see anybody other than Shawn Michaels winning this match. I just can't. I can. I can be convinced otherwise, I guess. My gut and my heart and my brain lean towards Shawn Michaels.
But see, if you want that big babyface win at the end, Sting is right there.
It is. You're right.
And it could end. We're setting up for next year's Ultimate WrestleMania. Sting wins the belt, is celebrating in the ring.
Lights go out.
The gong hits. Taker standing behind him.
Man, you present a great scenario. As bad as I hate to say it, I think Sting gets the win here.
I would also have Sting probably pin Michaels.
Oh no, I'm having Sting pin.
Or Edge. To me, it's either Shawn or Edge.
Yeah, I'm having Sting pin Edge. Actually, no, I'm probably having Edge tap out to the Scorpion Deathlock.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him tap out there.
Yep.
But I can't wait for AJ to attempt a phenomenal forearm and get super kicked in midair.
Yes. Yes.
100%. All right. Man, what an Ultimate WrestleMania card. That was so much fun. Jeez. Man, let's run it down one more time. You got the Shield defeating the NWO in the opening match. Then you have Dominic Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero winning the 5-way TLC over the Dudleys, Hardys, New Day, and Usos. You have Triple H and Alexa Bliss, those dastardly heels, getting the win over Cody Rhodes and Trish Stratus. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating CM Punk as Roddy Piper's a special guest referee. And then in a fatal four-way for all the marbles, Sting wins the World Heavyweight Championship over Edge, AJ Styles, and Shawn Michaels. But the drama, the lights go out, Sting and The Undertaker face to face. Will it happen next year? Will it happen ever? We still don't know.
It may happen at Ultimate SummerSlam. Who knows?
Ultimate SummerSlam. Hey, you know what? This is a lot of fun. We should probably do this for more pay-per-views.
We should do this for my pay-per-views. I agree.
We may or may not be stealing WWE's idea, but
we
it's
just
fine.
need the big whiteboard that they have.
It's fine. Yes, we do. We do. If this thing was like touch screen behind me or something, yeah,
I know.
Great. Anybody want to invest in that? Send it my way.
Hit subscribe.
Yeah.
All the people hit subscribe.
That's right.
There you go.
Hit subscribe. We would appreciate it. It's the best way to support the show. We can't thank you guys enough. All right, Andy. Man, that's another episode during WrestleMania week. So much fun, dude. I'm glad that we've been talking about doing that kind of show for a long time. I'm glad we were able to do it.
Yeah, me too. We both love fantasy booking, and this is right up my alley. So anytime we do something like this, I am always on board.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We hope you guys enjoyed it too. Again, drop your comments about what matches you would have put together, and how you would have worked the card. What we did wrong, what we did right. Everybody has opinions. It's fine. Just drop them in the comments. No big deal. All right. Hope you guys are digging WrestleMania week. Hope you're digging the content that we're dropping. We got more content the rest of the week. And, of course, live shows after both night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania. For the Young Buck, Mr. Andy York, my name is Chris Belcher. This has been another edition of Squared Circle Radio, our ultimate WrestleMania card. We will catch you guys tomorrow.